Good afternoon. This is the market update for buy sell short for Tuesday, March 18th. Big rally on Wall Street over the last couple of days. As you know, last week, everyone and their mom was on the side of the boat that said the market was going to implode on the Ukraine war, and Crimea voted to leave the Ukraine, and Russia is accepting it, and we've got Russian troops infiltrating Ukraine. So, of course, the market rallies 300 plus points. That's just the way it is. We've seen this happen many, many times before. The market tends to do opposite of what the most think, and the most thought sell off this week. So back up we go to the upper portion of this bullish falling wedge on the Dow daily chart. If we flip over to the 15-minute chart, you can see we broke out of that channel on the 15-minute chart, and sometime tomorrow we're going to see a golden cross on the 15-minute time frame. That's when the blue line, the 50-day, crosses up through the red line, the 200-day moving average. And over the last several years, very, very bullish development, high win percent, and the average move up on a golden cross is about 150 points, which would take us right up to those highs that we saw right before this Ukraine issue reared its head. So going to be an interesting couple of days. Dow Transport, solid bounce back on this one, and it too is looking to break the all-time highs. Now, you recall on the weekend video, we discussed this possibility based on the McClellan oscillator, which again has proven that it is just an excellent market turn timer. You recall on the weekend video, when I sent it out on Friday, that I mentioned, this 3740 zone has typically given us bounce backs in the market if we weren't going to see a further sell-off. And, sure enough, big snapback move in the market. Russell chart looks great here, especially if we are able to break that 12-12 zone. Solid bounce back in small caps as well. So it's just been really an excellent couple of days in the market, and the speculative money is really starting to flood back in. And, you're seeing shorts getting squeezed, and traders who sold last week going, you know what, this is just like last year. Every time we think there's going to be a big sell-off, we get a small dip and a big rally. So, let's see if we continue to get this follow-through over the next couple of days. We had a monster winner over the last couple of days. MNGA, you recall last week we were the first ones into this puppy down here at 78 to 80 cents. We picked up some more shares on the subsequent dip, and we're waiting for a big breakout move. We got that news, and the stock went boom. You recall I mentioned that this was going to be our next ZBB. ZBB, just to recall, from our alert, went from 80 cents to 475. 500% move. Then there was UQM. Similar situation right before my little mini vacation. $1.78 to 80. It doubled. The next energy play that I believe is going to do that kind of move. Actually, you know what? We just had another one go up. HTM. You recall I mentioned this one had 50% upside. That was at 50 cents a week ago. 85 cents today. That is an 80% almost move. 75% move in a week on this one. And the one that I think is going to make that next big double, triple move is DEJ. Now, the news coming out of part of the reason why the market has rallied back in the last couple of days is because of the sanctions. Market kind of views them as weak, just going after individuals, but I believe that is just the first in a wave of many sanctions that are coming. The sanction that they're really talking about is banning U.S. and European companies from doing business in Russia, namely oil companies like Exxon. That is going to light up the small oil and gas plays in the U.S. like we have never seen before. That move is about to unfold, in my opinion. DEJ, we are looking at a potential golden cross on this stock within the next few days. Massive chart breakout at 20 to 21 cents. This is a stock. Look what HUSA, and these guys have no sales, no revenues, whereas DJ has lots, millions in sales. Look at this stock. Over the last 3 months, it's gone from 23. It's almost quadrupled over the last 3 months. Oil and gas play. You recall DEJ, big time assets between two drill areas in what is considered one of the largest natural gas deposits in the U.S./world. So these guys are positioned big time. And we're probably going to see a mad rush to pick up natural gas assets in the U.S. as we get ready for the opening of sales overseas. In case you didn't know, natural gas is not allowed to be sold overseas, but come January, it's going to be legal, and we're going to see a mad rush to export, especially what's going on with Russia and them holding all the cards when it comes to natural gas and heating oil in Europe. Europe is going to be looking for new supplies, i.e. the U.S., and these stocks are going to do very, very well in the near term. HH, healthcare play, just right there. We actually got a peak above that breakout today. Where they really start to chase this puppy is at 74 cents. You know, HH, or HTM, we tighten up this chart here. Once HH finally broke that resistance high at 55 cents, it was off to the races. Over the last 3-4 days, just boom, up 40%. We're probably going to see a similar situation unfold on HH when it breaks that 70 to 74 cent zone. So keep a really close eye on this one. You know, there's not a whole lot of stocks. I mean, crazy as it sounds, there's maybe 50 stocks left under $1.50, which is crazy. I think it's the lowest number of stocks I remember seeing in probably 10 years. I can't remember there ever being so few stocks, and these ones that are left are going to get bull rated big time over the coming days and weeks. Biotech stocks, extremely hot today. One that looks like it's ready to rock and roll is CBLI. Again, the trigger on them to chase this stock is probably going to be 73 to 74, and then we've got the 50-day moving average at 82 cents, and then a possible gap fill up there to the dollar zone. Chart looks great. Washed out right now and setting up for a big move. Now, you know, we've got our natural gas and oil plays set up. You know, we saw another one that blew up, like USA went up big today. But, you know, fracking, you can't get natural gas without fracking stocks. And we continue to keep a very close eye on GRH. They're going to come chasing for this one out of the blue one of these days very, very soon. Usually we are very early on a lot of our plays. And then the street finds out, and then everyone loves this stock, and then everyone's buying a stock like this at $1.50. This is one of these stocks. Support 98 cents to $1, you know, and see what happens. You know, if we do start to see these natural gas stocks take off, which I think they will, fracking plays are going to do very, very well, as you know, just in sympathy with that. So that's it for the video. Not a whole lot of email alerts have been going out again, guys. We did send that reminder on DEJ today, but a lot of the action is intraday, and then when we find story stocks that we can pick up for a swing, that email comes out. So if you can, jump into the chat room. Otherwise, just wait for those swing email plays. We might see a few more of those setting up in the next couple of days, but market looks good going into tomorrow and for the next few days. Of course, there's always the wild card out of the blue if the market finally decides to do something about Ukraine. But even if that happens, there'll be lots of plays on it. You know, if the market starts to sell off on Ukraine again, we've got oil, natural gas, and gold plays. So we are nicely set up for the next couple of days. Any questions, shoot me an email, feedback, buysellshort.com. Otherwise, I will see you all in the chat room tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.